What a beautiful morning, guys. We are in Pennsylvania today, and we're going to change it up a little bit and have some fun. Bluegill and crappie. We'll see what we can get on through there. Take a little break from the bass fishing and the rivers and creeks. A lot of rain the last few days. Rivers high, pretty fast current, muddy. Creeks are not safe to wade in right now, so I figured the lake would be the best bet. I only brought 2 rods with me, and they're both ultralight rods. And this one here, I have a little trout magnet with a little underspin, little Roadrunner underspin. And 4-pound test line. That's the setup right there. Just a little white trout magnet and a little Roadrunner underspin. Got that one. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a real nice one right there. Peeing all over me. This bottom's all bloodied up. These guys are spawning. Yes, they are. I didn't think they'd be on bed just yet, but they sure are. Old bass beds right there they're using. Water temp today is almost 68 degrees. Got him. Decent one. Man, we're getting some nice sizers. Nice. 2 nice ones so far. Got him. Another good fighting one. Yeah. All right, buddy. These are all good sized bluegill so far. This guy's in the weeds here. Thanks. Little pigs. They're all peeing on me. Every one of them has peed on me so far. All right. That's what I love about the trout magnet, guys, is it just holds up fish after fish. So I'm noticing big differences in the weeds. Like I said, guys, this lake's all surrounded by a big weed line, and you got your weeds going all the way along, pretty much in a row, like in a straight line. But right here, there's a big indentation, kind of similar to like the cove on the lake. It's something different, and these different parts of the weeds where the weeds are looking different is where I'm catching them, other than them ones I seen on the beds back there. But anything different in the weeds is where I'm finding them. Comes that swan back. A big pretty thing, ain't it? Tell you what, as soon as that sun came up, temperatures definitely went way up. It's supposed to be 80 something today. It was literally like 56 when I started this morning, about an hour ago. Got him. That's a nice bluegill. Put it right here. Oh yeah. There he is. Whoop, there he goes. That's a beautiful one. Look how pretty. There you go. Got him. Decent fighting one. Yeah. Another nice one. There we go. Got him. This ain't fighting like a bluegill, is it? Oh, because I skin hooked him. Oh. Didn't think he was fighting right. Right in the fin. There he is. So these ones that I'm cracking right here are all, there's a little bed area right there. They're not up on it though. They're right off of that one little laydown right out there. They're right out on the edge of it. Told you. That's a nice one too. Pretty. Nice like bluish purple underneath here. Look at that. Peeing again. Everyone's peed on me. Every one. Alright guys, I'm on my way back to the ramp and I changed my rod and reel up. I just got my other ultralight on. I run into a heck of a nice little spot here full of them shell crackers or red ears, whatever you call them. So we're going to try to pull a couple in here. Got him. This guy feels good. It's not too big, but regular bluegill. And I changed the trout magnet color. It's like candy corn or something. Whoa, there it is. This one here, I just have the candy corn color. No underspin, just the jig. And it's like it's a Z-Man micro finesse shroom head. I was watching my lure come in and then it just disappeared. That's a chunker. You're a real spiky thing. Biggin. All right, guys, let's wrap this video up. Fishing that lake in Pennsylvania, going back to bluegill fishing, it is so much fun. I don't care if you're 80 years old, 12 years old, or 40 years old. Bluegill fishing is just a blast. I mean, them little guys, ounce for ounce, put up one heck of a fight. Probably, I would say ounce for ounce, in my opinion, is one of the most fightingest fish that you can hook onto. They just really have a lot of strength behind their little bodies. But especially when you're fishing them on ultralight tackle like I was. I had 6-pound braid with a 4-pound fluorocarbon leader on 1000 series spinning reel. And I'll link all that in the description too, guys. But the trout magnet, this little guy right here, I gotta get my bearings straight because I'm using my phone instead of my DJI. But this little guy right here, and this is the one we was using today, the willow leaf style underspin, this one right here. This is just a really this comes through the water so nice, and it gives off such a nice little flash. In clear water conditions, you want to use that willow leaf style. And then obviously in dirtier or windier conditions, you want to use the Indiana, Colorado style blade there. But they work really good. They get the job done. They really get the fish's attention. Bringing the lure through, I use a lot of jerks and pauses, and I'll speed up, slow down. I'll do a lot of different things, and then kind of key in on what the fish are really, when they're actually biting it, what they really want. So, and as far as the trout magnet, this has been my go-to for panfish, trout, and crappie for years. It is just a super durable lure, and I always have them. And I rarely, after I bought a few packs of them a few years ago, I haven't bought a trout magnet. I don't know how they stay in business. I haven't bought any trout magnets for I don't know how long. Now the jig heads, yeah, I buy them, and the regular jig heads for the crappie magnet jig heads, and the Roadrunner heads, I will buy a lot because obviously I do get snagged and lose some here and there. But as far as the lures go, the bodies, this is just years of accumulation that I put into one pack, and I got my crappie magnets and my trout magnets in here. So they just last forever. Fish don't tear them up. You're only going to lose them when you get snagged. And the only other thing that I usually fish with, if the bite's tough, or I know like winter time when the water's really cold, I'll go to a gulp minnow. That'll be my go-to for bluegill and crappie and that. In the colder water, I'll use a gulp minnow. They just seem, the trout magnet works in the cold water. Don't get me wrong, I'll use these under a bobber, obviously, a lot of the times in the cold water. I'll put 3 of these under a bobber. I'll rig them up 3 about a foot each apart in the winter time. But that's how great they are, and that's how much I love them, is these are my go-tos. I don't really use anything else for bluegill unless I want to play around just to make a video. I'll use like a topwater popper or something. But 99.9% of the time when I'm fishing for bluegill, this is what I'm grabbing right here. So really cool that Roadrunner makes these little underspins, and I know a lot of other companies do too, but I always go with the Roadrunners. They're affordable, they work good, they got good hookup ratios, and the blades. Now I will say, with Roadrunner, I've had issues in the past with the blade spinning right out of the box. Sometimes, so make sure you check them before you tie it on. Make sure your blade's spinning on that swivel, because there's no point of having this if your blade's not going to be doing anything down there. So check that, because I had a few, and so a lot of times it's just working a little bit and it'll get going because I got paint up in there. But other than that, very good combination right there with the trout magnet and the Roadrunner underspin jig head. But like I said, guys, I will link everything in the description below, and make sure, if you guys are liking the videos and you're watching them, make sure you like, subscribe, and share them, and we will catch you on the next lake.